With 2 weeks to go until the Parish Walk race day, I've now started to think about my packing items, what I'm going to pack clothing wise, the clothes I'm going to be wearing on the day, the spare clothes, what food, what drink I'm going to take. So I've started to think of all the items that I'm going to pack into the boot of the car on the day. And in this video, I'd like to share one of the essential items that I now wouldn't be without. And that's the Innervate Stormshell 150 rain jacket. Now, I don't want to tempt fate. I would love it to be perfectly dry on the day and wind-free. However, living on the Isle of Man, as I've mentioned in previous videos, you can be at one end of the island and it'll be beautiful sunshine, and then you'll get to another area and it'll be wet and windy. So I do like to be prepared. Now, this is a jacket that Russell actually bought for his training, and I've been borrowing over the last couple of months. And I must admit, going out and training in the rain, it has proved that it's well worth the investment. At approximately £150, it's not cheap. However, if you do want to get out and about and do a lot of training over the winter months as well as the summer months, then I would highly recommend it. It has been brilliant in my training. So there's three main reasons I really love this rain jacket, and the first one is that it feels so lightweight on and it doesn't feel as though it's restricting your movement. One of the issues I've had previously with rain jackets is when I'm moving my arms, I have felt that the movement is restricted. Whereas with this rain jacket, it's so lightweight with quite an athletic fit, it doesn't feel like it's bulky or restricting movement, and that was invaluable to me. So that ticked the first box. The second one was with other rain jackets that I've had in the past, they haven't actually been rainproof. I've been out in the wind and the rain and arrived back after the training walk, and I have been wet underneath. Now with this one, because it is so lightweight at just over 200 grams, I wasn't actually sure how good it would be, but it was brilliant. On the training walk, I didn't feel as clammy or sweaty underneath. And yet at the end of the training walk, when I took the rain jacket off, it had kept me dry. And we're talking over a 13-mile training walk in wet, windy conditions that you often find on the Isle of Man. So that was another box ticked for me, which was invaluable. And then the third one, which was a bonus, was the hood. Now the hood is brilliant. It's got wire in it so you can shape it to your head. And also it's got a tensioning drawstring, so that gives the extra fit to the head as well, so that in the windy conditions the hood's not going to blow down or flap around your head and get in the way of the vision as you're walking, which is really important. When you're walking, you want the hood to go with your head movement. You don't want that to be flapping around and just to be an extra thing that's going to annoy you and distract you from your end goal, which obviously is to complete the training walk or the 85 miles. So with those three things alone, I was very impressed with the rain jacket. But of course, it does have other features as well, and for you, you might be looking at these features. So I'll just quickly run through some of the other features that the rain jacket has, in addition to those three things, which I've found to be brilliant. This particular rain jacket has a 3/4 length zip, which is adjustable from the top and the bottom. Some of the newer models do have a full length zip, but I find the 3/4 length zip is fine for me. The zips, they're tape zips, so they're fully waterproof, which is great. As well as having the drawstring on the hood to tension the hood to the shape of your head, you've also got a drawstring on the hem, which will help also to keep out the weather conditions, the wind and the rain, etc. It has got a small chest pocket, which is great. You can't fit lots in it, but for me that's a bonus. I can fit in a pair of small gloves, my house key, a little bit of money, and my buff. So I can fit plenty for me in there without bulking the coat out and carrying too much extra weight. It has the elasticated thumb loops in the sleeves, and obviously, like I've mentioned previously, it comes in its own stuff sack and will stuff down really, really small. So yes, if you are looking at making an investment in a rain jacket and you want one that will last you over many years, this does feel very well made, and certainly from myself and Russell having tested it, it is worth the investment of approximately £150 to get the benefits that it's given us. If I look back of what I've spent on other rain jackets, where I spent £30–40 here and there, and then it's been put at the bottom of the wardrobe and never used, just for the amount of usage I've got out of this rain jacket during my recent training walks, it's paid for itself. So yeah, it's something I would highly recommend to consider, certainly looking into. I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you'll find it helpful when you come to upgrade your rain jacket or buy yourself a new one. Now, next week we'll be back out on the open road and we'll be completing the final section of the course, which is Lonning to the finish. Now, this is the final 6.5 miles of the 85-mile course. And along the way, we'll be making some observations about the course section, which we will share with you. So thanks for watching this week, and I hope to catch you in next week's walk.